Well, the city of Phoenix is taking affirmative action to new levels, or maybe just its logical extension. Officials are recruiting minorities to be lifeguards at public pools, even if they're not strong swimmers. It's all, of course, in the service of the diversity cult. So why wouldn't these jobs go to people who can, say, swim well?
Joining us is public relations strategist for the Baker Wright Group and editor and publisher at conservativeblackchick.com, Crystal Wright. Hi, Crystal.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Fine. So do you understand what Phoenix is doing here, that they are trying to recruit minorities, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, to come and be lifeguards at the city's 29 swimming pools? Even if they are not really proficient swimmers, the city says they will train them to become good swimmers.
Well, if I was a parent, I'm probably put on notice right now. I'm not going to be sending my kids to swim in the Phoenix public pools. But what's preposterous about this is I thought it was an April Fool's joke, right? And the reason that the city of Phoenix gives is that there are too many white qualified lifeguards, guys. And what we think is because mostly Hispanics and blacks use our pool, we need lifeguards that our swimmers can relate to. But if you're drowning, you want to relate to a lifeguard who's going to save you, right, guys?
Well, that was the question. I mean, why do we care what color our lifeguards are?
Exactly.
And is there any real evidence, social science data, that shows people don't want to be saved by people who have a different melanin content than they do?
Tucker, you are trying to, you're putting common sense in play, right? All of us should be qualified for whatever job that we hold in America, but particularly at a pool, you want a pool being safeguarded by what? A qualified lifeguard who can swim. Phoenix is saying, nah. We'd rather have people drown or risk being, drowning in our pools, all in the name of diversity. It's the most perverse thing I've ever seen.
Let's be clear. They're not saying that they think that they'll be putting any of the kids at danger. What they're saying is that the majority of the people who use their city pools are Hispanic and black and Asian, and that there's a language barrier, they say, between the current white lifeguards and the population who uses the pools.
Okay, but how is I'm a black American. I have no language barrier with a white person. I'm talking to you and Tucker right now. We seem to be speaking English. I think it's more, they said, what I read is that they want lifeguards that blacks and Hispanics and some Asians can relate to. I still don't understand, when you're swimming, you're not doing a whole lot of talking to the lifeguard.
Well, but this is the same rationale that propped up Jim Crow for 80 years, right? You want to swim in a pool with people who look like you. You want to sit on the bus or sit in the same part of the movie theater or use the same water fountain as people who look like you. It's diversity.
Right. Well, my parents grew up during segregation, Tucker, and they didn't really like having to be on the beach or at pools and seeing seeing white people be able to use a different beach. So once again, Phoenix is making no sense, and like you said, they're forcing some kind of segregation, but at the same time, they're saying, well, no, we have too many white qualified lifeguards. I mean, this reminded me of Mitt Romney's binder full of women that the liberal media mocked. Mitt Romney was saying, hey guys, look, I want a binder full of qualified women working in my cabinet because I think I have, too many men. But he wanted qualified candidates. That's what that's what conservatives are about. That's common sense.
Right.
This is irrational. It's not good for the safety of Phoenix residents. And really what they need to be doing is putting resources into swimming classes, because I just want to end with this. Hispanics and blacks tend to not be as good swimmers as whites, and many more black Americans and Hispanics, actually, those kids don't know how to swim. Yeah. They don't have access to resources to learn how to swim.
Got it.
So this is just putting, it's not good.
Thanks so much for being on, Crystal Wright. Thank you.
Thanks.